Waking up in the aquarium. So this is a really cool micro trailer. I mean, it's tiny. It is probably the size of my tent, but it's got a tow hitch and it's got a really cool decor and it's got an air conditioner. So I did all right in here. And I'll be honest, I kind of don't want to leave, but I also don't want to sleep in this box again. Eventually gonna have to hit the trail today. And I am right back where I got picked up. It's a little after 9 on Wednesday morning, so we're gonna hit the trail. We gotta go around this closure. Got a couple of bananas that Kelly sent me off with that I have to eat, and we'll see what we can do with this day. Right knee feels a little twingy. It's crazy because the left knee felt a little twingy the other day and I threw the knee brace on. It felt a little twingy when I woke up a couple of times to go to the bathroom this morning. I got dressed and put my trail runners on and it felt fine. Now with my pack on, it feels a little off again. No pain, just doesn't feel as stable as the left knee, but wait a minute or a day. It might change and switch back to the other knee. Pack is heavy. Got a lot of weird food in here. So it's somewhere between 2.4 miles to the campground. It's road walking and blue blazing side trails to get around this closure. Once we get to the campground, we'll navigate through other blue blaze side trails to make our way back to the PCT. So much has happened. I'll try to recap it, but I'm never good at this sort of a thing. Fixed my trekking poles, replaced one completely because it was falling apart every time I took the segments apart, and then just replace the tip of the other one with a piece of the bottom segment of the Ozark Trail poles that were in the hiker box. So trekking poles are sorted. I have a replacement tent being shipped to Callahan's Lodge, which is right off the trail. Two things can be true at once. I'm really grateful with Gossamer Gear and their customer service for replacing this tent under warranty. However, it's frustrating because I did specifically ask them, I'm hiking the trail. Are you gonna send this with the post office, UPS, or FedEx? Because if you're gonna send it UPS or FedEx, I won't have it shipped to a post office. They may refuse it. And it's clear, I've read it twice. They responded, we're gonna use USPS, United States Postal Service. So I made a decision to send it to Callahan's, which is a business. But if I sent it to the post office in Ashland, as soon as they shipped it, I clicked the tracking number. It says UPS. We don't have possession of your package yet. So if I sent it to the post office, it's like a 50-50 coin toss. They might not, they could refuse it. That's like their policy. Sometimes they make exceptions close to trails. Sometimes they don't. I've had to wait in a town for a letter that was important, and it was awful, and it bothered me, if you can't tell. So that's really frustrating. That is a to be continued, but for now, I had it sent to Callahan's Lodge. That's basically at the end of section 3, right on the road where you would hitch to get into Ashland. So I'm hoping everything goes well. I'm afraid, because it's 7 to 10 business days are tricky to try to figure out. I might get there early, but I can't really send it anywhere else up the trail because the section 4 starts off with a bunch of lodge retreats near lakes, and they say UPS only, which would have been fine now, turns out, but they told me they were going to send it through the post office, and those lakes say the post office won't deliver to there. It takes too long. They send it to the post office 40 miles from there. Turns out I could have used any one of those lake lodges, but I'm just gonna go with Ashland. It should work out, and hopefully that's resolved. But the other snafu is I'm gonna get a return label, and hopefully it's really seamless to ship back the tent that's damaged that I have. I'm not carrying 2 tents. I would hate to burn a bridge with Gossamer Gear and have some sort of an issue where they come after me for not returning the tent. But, you know, I'm gonna pick up the tent at a lodge, have the return label. I don't expect the lodge to send it out for me, so I might have to get a ride into Ashland to resupply for food anyway. That makes sense. I might need to make a stop to the post office. I'm sure there's a UPS store, or just hopefully that works out seamlessly and effortlessly. To be continued. as far as that goes. And then that's it. We're just trying to get to Etna, whether it takes 4.5 days. Not really getting an early start, but not getting the latest start I've ever gotten. So if I did 4 25-mile days, I should get there in 4 days. I didn't walk that far, but I just walked down that road for no reason. They should have a better sign right here. I mean, it's very easy to walk by this. There's a crosswalk, but this sign should be out here. So there is the PCT hike bike camp spot here at the state park. That hiker box actually has pretty good haul in it. I pulled out a couple of packages of peanut butter crackers, and we'll walk about a mile to get back to the PCT. So it is nice to be back on the trail and off the road. This Bob Hat Trail is a dirt road right up the mountain, and it stinks. Okay, so now we're back on the PCT. This morning has been a test. I feel like I'm right back where I was before I went into Crossroads and spent the night and went into Dunsmuir and resupplied. Just frazzled and sweaty and out of breath and tired and frustrated. Trying to read the directions here, but I'm just in a bad place. I just have to be honest. I want to be out of Northern California tomorrow, and it doesn't work like that. I still have 9 or 10 or 11 days to hike to get there. Just gotta put my head down and hike the best I can today and see where I am. I don't know where it is, but this water source sounds amazing. I need to take a break. It looks like there's some seats here, so I'll make the most of this and reset my day. Feels like I've been climbing all day. Pretty views though. So at the last water source, people were talking about weather, and I just heard thunder. So here's hoping for fair weather. Looks like we're hiking right into it. Well, it's 6 o'clock. Been through it a little bit today. It did rain. I don't know how to explain it. It feels like it was all a test. You had to really earn these views. Climbing up the mountain, and then the rain. Ooh. Well, I just got water, 0.3, down that blue trail. So we're filtering. I'm gonna look at far out. I have plenty of water to get to the next water source. There's tenting here. They have a big Agnes tiger wall, a big Agnes tiger wall, I believe. It's a freestanding tent, whatever it is. So I'd feel more comfortable with a freestanding tent. There's tenting over there. It's not really flat. There's a pretty good spot up here. Not really flat. Wind exposed. Everything's wind exposed here. But it just gusts. It's not always windy. So that's the issue. It could pick up, it could die down. But this, I've had spots that were less flat. I could go across that way, or that way appears less flat, but I could do either one. This would fit my footprint, and what an amazing view you get here. So Heaven Spring would be right there to wake up to. Mount Shasta, same view as I had before I went into town the night before last. It's a beautiful view over here, to be honest with you. Kind of want to stay. You get the view of this lake at the base of that mountain. That's epic. It's a little too far to go down there, but so it's 8 o'clock basically. By the time I'm done filtering my water, it'll be 8 o'clock. It wouldn't be bad to stay here. Right now the wind's light. It's just picking up occasionally. I've been in worse spots. As long as it doesn't rain again. But yeah, it's really tempting to stay here. I can also make a case for getting 2 more miles. So I'm going to look and make sure that there's tenting in 2 more miles and see how the wind plays out for the next 10 minutes or so while I filter water.